All right, here with Phoebus head football coach Jeremy Blunt. His Phantoms double up the Warwick Raiders, previously undefeated today, 28-14. Coach, it's sort of a disadvantage for a team to come in with one game on the season, the other team having four, but you knew Warwick would be a defensive, tough team. What'd you see out of your guys' defense at the tone in the first half, and your offense sort of exploded in the second half?
You know, it was one of those things, man. We knew coming in that those guys have been battle-tested. They played up to this point 4 games. You know, they were playing their 5th game. So, you know, we had only played 1. So, you know, one of those things that we haven't really been able to grab a rhythm yet because we're only 1 game in. So we knew we had to come and work through that adversity, you know. So defensively, we knew we had to focus in. They've been able to do some things offensively to, you know, their previous opponents. And we had to be very sound defensively based off of what they wanted to do. They came in, they were running a lot of that zone option on us, and, you know, up to this point, they have been running it well. You know, our guys hung our hat on reading their keys and you know, canceling out all three potential guys. So, you know, I was pleased with that. You know, second half we had some breakdown. The guys in the secondary started having some mental breakdown, just feeling too comfortable with the lead and not, you know, the shutout that we were pitching up to that point. You know, they were able to do a couple of things extending the play. So, you know, defensively, all in all, I'm pleased. I don't like the breakdown at the end because we're a lot better than that. We closed very well. I don't like it was a little too. It was a little too much drama at the end for me, if you ask me. But, you know, it's one of those things, man. It's early in the season for us, so, you know, we got to work through those things.
How do you guys simulate game speed knowing you had your 2 preseason scrimmages, you go a month, you play 1 game, it seems like you're going to play a game with Heritage, it starts, Lightning, you're going to play a game with Woodside, it doesn't happen with the weather. Defensively, you didn't give up a first down the entire first half, so how did you guys prepare knowing that it seemed like every time you got ready for a game, it would get pushed back or it'd start and it'd stop?
You know, mentally it's a very tough thing. It's a tough thing for the young men, but one thing that we do, we work on a lot best on best. Okay. So, you know, we get 1s against 1s, and that's something that really helps us, and we open it up a lot, and, you know, we have our starting quarterback pushing it, you know, on the scout offense against us, and he's not, you know, he's going to give us everything that he has, and he'll make you pay if he catches you sleeping. So that's the only way we could do it, you know, at the end of the day, because we've been off so long. So it's a tough thing. It's not easy, you know. It's one of those things I've never witnessed nor endured it myself. So. You know, it's a lesson that we can hang our hat on moving forward, I'll tell you that much.
Before we flip over to the offensive side of the ball, defensively, you have playmakers at all 3 levels, D-line, linebackers, and defensive back. It just seems, though, that those D-linemen, especially Josh Austin Killiam and company, they set the tone. Is that how you guys feel that the defensive line of scrimmage is where you guys win the game up front?
No doubt about it. I mean, we have 3 returning starters on the defensive line, you know. Two juniors, and 1 sophomore, you know, so those guys got so much experience last year. Those guys were starters, so we hang our hats there, you know. And then you got a returning starter in the inside linebacker position, and then, you know, the DBs, you know, respectively, those guys are all veterans back there, you know, the returning corners, you know, kid coming from, you know, transferring from another school, he's been able to be a great addition for us, you know, Corey Wilson at the outside backer, you know, Barry Hargraves at the rover, and Devon Davis at the other corner when he rotates in. You know, we have a very experienced defensive backfield. So, I mean, if our D-line can continue to apply pressure like they're doing, it takes a lot of stress back there off of us. But, you know, our guys also are responsible for a lot of coverage sacks back there. So, you know, we're really pleased with that, man, that production that we're getting.
And that newcomer, Elijah Mitchell, I believe, for you guys back there on the defensive backfield end.
That kid, he's a different guy. He's a different player.
Offensively, Chris Daniels was efficient today, 10 of 18, 146 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he salted away with that touchdown run at the end. His mobility extended plays for you, and I think allowed a couple of those scoring drives or put you in position to score, in addition to him also finding Barry Hargraves, who they've got a great connection through the air.
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, we were really pleased with what Chris was able to do, man, extending the plays and giving us another opportunity, you know, when things looked like they were breaking down, and it really helped us out, man. See, one thing that Warwick, we knew they were going to do. You know, those guys are well coached over there. They try to put numbers at the point of attack. You know, we see that a lot when teams play us because they want to stop our run game. When you have a quarterback that can get back and read his keys really fast and let the ball go, and then if something breaks down, extend the play. The receivers work in sequence with them and move to another spot. You know, that really helps us out, man. So we were really pleased with what he was able to do.
Well, and they shifted their defensive front a couple times, if I'm not mistaken, from 3 to 4-man line. And then Barry Hargraves, that 3rd and 11 play, I thought it salted the game away, but his awareness in making plays, running good routes, the slants, the posts, he's a weapon, and dare I say one of the more underrated recruits in the state. I mean, he has today 8 catches, 114 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's also a weapon in the return game.
Oh, no doubt about it, man. I mean, you know, if you're missing out on Barry Hargraves, you're missing out on a guy. Yeah. You know, he'll change your program on the next level. He's big, he's strong, he's fast, he's smart. You know, he's an all-around dynamic player, man, and, you know, we're very, very blessed to have weapons like that on our offensive end and defensively.
Tell me about this game on Thursday night, Lake Tedder Phoebus. We're used to so many great, memorable battles in the playoffs with Lake Tedder and Phoebus. You both have state title aspirations. They're averaging 49 points per game. They've played some more games. You guys Coming in off a couple of wins, you beat them last year. What do you think of that matchup with you guys and them on Thursday night?
Well, one thing we know, man, last year was last year, and that's something that, we've constantly reminded the guys about all off season, man. We focus on the present, the now, and you can't hang your hat on something you did in the past because that's just the motivation for somebody else during the off season, as Hopewell is to us right now.
Yeah.
So what we want to focus on is just that step-by-step process this week. It's a short week. Those guys are going to bring it. We're going to bring it. We're going to be keyed up. They're going to be keyed up. It should be a fun night. It should be a fun night. And one thing about it, they're electric. We're electric. If you let electric guys go, they'll make big plays on you. So at the end of the day, man, we got to focus on canceling out everything that we're doing and taking guys away and keep those playmakers that they have from making plays.
As long as we keep the electricity from the skies away, we have a good clean night on Thursday night with
man. Listen, we've had enough weather up to this point for 2 years, man. So let's hope we can keep it there.
Sure to be a great battle on the playoff level atmosphere here for Phoebus and Lake Taylor on Thursday night here at Darling. Thanks so much. We'll see you soon.
I appreciate it.